Hello everybody, this is Barbara from CagleOnlineMembership.com. How are you doing tonight? Let me see if I can turn on my cursor effects here for you. And what I'm going to do tonight is just show you real quick how to do some down and dirty simple header graphics for your website or your splash page. You don't have to go pay somebody to do it. This is really, I did this for 5 years. I did bulletin boards like out on the road, public bulletin boards when I worked at the radio station, just using Word while everybody around me is using all these fancy programs. I didn't have the money for it, so I had to learn how to do it a different way, and it takes a few more steps. If you have a great graphics program, that's fine, but a lot of you newbies just starting out have Word, or maybe you have OpenOffice. It would work the same in OpenOffice. So let me just show you real quick how to do this. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down the page a little bit. A couple things you need is either OpenOffice or Microsoft Word. And you'll need some kind of a screen capture software. And that's basically it. And you can make some graphics for your own. So one of the things I want to do, first of all, I want to insert some type of a background shape. So I'm going to take my shape, and I'm going to, let's say, a rounded square, and I'm just going to draw something that looks about the size of the banner I want to have. Okay, then I can go in here, and I can do backgrounds. I can do fades. I can do anything like that. Let's do an orange fade. Okay, I don't like that. How about a blue fade? Okay, I can go to the outline section here, and the fade I picked up at the shape styles, and there's just a little scroll here, and you know, you can change the color of the shape. You can open it this way and get a better idea. How about something like this with an outline? Okay, and you can make that outline bigger or smaller. There's a weight button here. As you see, I'm clicking on this little icon with the pencil on, the little blue line with pencil on top, and I can change the colors here. I can do a black outline if I like that. Actually, that looks pretty good, so I'm going to do that. So now I have my outside shape. Now, the other thing you want to do is make sure that you highlight this. You go up into the format section, and all these drawing tools, once you highlight your graphic, the format bar will click up. You see, if I click off of it, it goes back to the home bar. So if I click on it, then I'm going to go over here to text wrapping, and I want to make sure I have it behind text. That means anything else I put in here now will be in front of that. So I'm going to go over now, and I'm going to look through all my graphics. I have so many graphics and so much stuff. Let me see something that looks like it'll pick up on there. Okay, one of the affiliate programs I used to sell is a registry cleaner. So let me get this over here. And what I'm doing, just so you can see, I've got it open under software. I have lots of graphics. But I'm just going to take it, and I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to click it. I hold down my left mouse cursor. I'm going to just drag it over to the page. It doesn't matter where, just drag it over the page. Let me get this out of the way. So now I have this graphic. You see, I highlight this again, and the Format Picture Tools opens up, and I want to do the same thing. I want to format, and I want to go text wrapping, and I want to put this in front of my text. So what happens now, I can drop this in, and I can resize it if I want to a little bit, and I can even rotate it. So let's say I want to do something like this. Now, I don't like that white outline there, so one of the things I can do is hit the recolor button on the far left. I can go down where it says Set Transparent Color. You can click on that. If I just click on the white edges, it should take it away. So now I have my box in there. The next thing I want to do is insert some text. So I'm going to go back up to the Insert button. I'm going to choose Word Art. And don't worry about the colors or anything. All that can be changed. Just pick something that you like the shape or style of. Let's just go something white on black and white simple here. You're going to get a pop-up box. Here you can change the font. I'm using Registry Cleaner. Let's do something like Courier. And I'm going to make it bold. You can change the size. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make it 36. And let's just say, keep your PC clean and running fast. I mean, I'm not trying to do any accolades here. So I have my text here, and again, you want to make sure that text is highlighted, and you're going to come up to where it says text wrapping. If this is not on, okay, just highlight the text and click on the format button underneath where it says Word Art Tools, and you're going to do text wrapping, and I'm going to do this again in front of the text. Now again, I can take this and I can change the side of it. You know, maybe I want to put a shadow on here. Well, first of all, let's change the color of it. So I want to change the color of this to a bright yellow. So I'm going to go up here to the bucket. That's the fill color. I'm going to choose a bright yellow. Now you see it's yellow, so that's going to really show up. And let's bring it on down here into my little graphic. Okay, and I do a shadow effect, and I could do a shadow that drops behind. I don't know if you can see this. It won't let me move it very well, but if you look closely, I'll zoom in for this. I can have a shadow that, let's just go for example, shadow that goes behind. Okay, on the shadow effects, you see a little arrow here. Open that, you can go down to the bottom and change the color. So maybe I want a white shadow behind it. Okay, there's two ways to do this. The other thing is, if you want to do a specialized shadow, I mean, you can change how high the effect is, how low, whether it's a drop back. You know, a lot of these fancy things that you can do here. I like that one. Keep your PC clean and running fast. Actually, no, I don't. I don't think I like shadow at all. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take it off. No shadow. Okay, but, you know, yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. The other thing you do is highlight this, copy and paste. That's Control-C. Then you paste another copy, Control-V. And on that second copy, you can move it up if you need to work better with it. Go back to format. I'm going to have the green, yellow in the background, and let me have it pop out in a black. There. And I'd like to keep the shape of it the way it is, so I'm going to leave it straight. Okay? So I'm going to take this. It's the exact same. It's a duplicate copy of what you had before, but if I bring this down, I can manipulate it so that I'm using my arrow keys on my keyboard to just the left and right arrow just to get it where I want it. And now I have a little bit better looking thing. And again, I can click on the top one, and I can go in and I can change the color. Maybe I want it to be a, how about a green? No, that doesn't look too well. How about an orange? How about a red? There we go, red and yellow. Red and yellow are high contrast colors that gets attention, just so you know. So anyway, there's a real quick graphic. I mean, I can add other things. I could, if I decided I want to do some just regular text, I could either, again, do the word art option, or I can go to the text box, insert text box here. I'm going to go down. I always like to draw the text box because I don't like the way they lay these out for this type of application, but you can draw a text box. You just put a little text box in here, and then you can add your anchor text. If you watch the other video, click here to get your copy. Doesn't look like much. I want to make this box a little bit bigger. Okay, I want to come in here. I'm going to go back up to the home, and I'm going to center that text, and I'm going to highlight it. I'm going to make it bold, italic, and this is a place where if I wanted to, I could insert a hyperlink. Right click and do a hyperlink, and I can do it to http www.mywebsite.com. Okay, that's not a real website, but there it is. And then I don't like the white on there, so I'm going to take that off. So what I'm going to do is go up here again to the format, and I'm going to go over here to shape fill, and I'm going to put no fill. I'm going to make sure I get rid of that outline and do no outline. And now I've got a quick down and dirty simple graphic. I want to save this so I can use it on my website. So there's a couple of different programs you can use. One is autoscreenrecorder, but I have a little program over here on my right, and you're not going to be able to see it, I don't think, until I move the thing. But it's called Jing, and it sits on the, let's see if I can move it over here a little bit. It's a little sunshine. Let's see if I can put it right here. No, it's going to go up to the top. But it sits at the top of your thing. It's a little sun, and when you hover over it, you'll get a little call out that gives you a screen, and then I can go in here and I can just take this nice and close, and I can highlight this. I now save it, capture the image. I can give it a name, header, sample, and I click the save icon, and it's going to ask me where I want to save it. And just for this application, I'm going to put it on my desktop, so I can find it again and save it. And I now have on my desktop, it's captured and saved. And if I move this down, you'll see on my desktop I have somewhere it put, where it put it. Oh, there it is. I found it. Here it is on my desktop. It's going to, here's the little icon on my desktop. And if I double click, it won't, I have something set up here to organize my desktop, but there it is. I open it up, and there's my graphic. Now, the other thing you can do very quickly, if you can get hold of a program called Infraview, INFRAVIEW, you can take this program. The Jing program saves your file as a PNG, which is fine for websites. A lot of them take it, but if you want to replace, say, a header .jpg in a WordPress installation, this is the way you do it. You want to open your file, so I'm going to go in here and I'm going to find the file on my desktop, and it was header, this one. I'm going to open it. Okay, now here's the file. Now I can go in here and I can change it. I can resize it. I can save it as, and here I can, this showing a GIF, I can save it with the drop-down box as a JPEG on my desktop, so I can save it that way. I can also, let me close this. I'm not going to save it. Another thing I can do is resize. So image, resize, resample. So let's say I needed it. It saves, you know, the banner that I made is 739 by 161, but what if I needed a different size? I could set the new size as a percentage of the original, let's say 80%, and that gives me one that fits most WordPress blogs, and then I just save it, and it's going to save it a little bit smaller. I hope you saw it jump. And I now have my file. So all I have to do is go in there and take that file, and I can paste it in as a new header anywhere I want to go. So that's just a quick down and dirty. I might come back with a few more of these for you. If you like them, let me know. Send me your comments. You can always write me. Let me get me a little thing up here so give you my email. You can contact me at Barbara at Cagle online membership membership. Sorry folks, it's been a 25-hour day for me. But I wanted to make sure I give you this. Make the text a little bit bigger. Where's my text size? So there we go. That help you. Barbara at Cagle online membership.com, and let me know what it is you need, and I'll try to do a quick little video like this for you. I hope this helped you out. Take care. Let me know what it is I can help you with. Bye-bye.